We're back.
First time
We're back.
in a minute. But my name's Chase Roberts.
I'm Jackson Stone.
For those of you that haven't tuned in, we're Low Down Sports. I know it's been a while.
Yes, it's been a long time coming.
When actually is the last time we've done?
Oh, God.
Let me check real quick.
The last time I can remember is when we did that one with Shaw on the phones.
That was March Madness, right? I think that was March Madness.
Yep. Beginning of
2 months ago. 2 months ago. So we're back officially.
Yes. Long time coming.
And we got a lot to talk about when it comes to the world of college sports.
Yes.
Specifically college baseball. Because this was, let me tell you, one of the most entertaining regional weekends I've ever watched when it comes to baseball.
A lot of stuff shaking up.
Where do you want to start?
I've got a little section, the winners and losers in college baseball. We can go with the winners being the ACC.
I like it.
5 of its 9 tournament teams advanced to the Super Regionals, including Louisville, Miami, and Duke. And they all punched their tickets to host the regionals.
Heck yeah.
And then I got another 2 winners, UTSA and Murray State.
Shout them out. Shout out the kids.
UTSA put it to them. That was probably not the team I saw come out of there. But.
Well, dude, I didn't realize they. I guess they played Texas earlier on the year.
Yeah,
they beat them earlier too. So that's 3 wins against Texas.
But the way that Texas played in the SEC championship, I knew they were in trouble, or the SEC tournament.
Yeah, them having their starter being injured, and having a short.
Because we went to Hoover to watch the Texas-Tennessee game. They just didn't look.
They didn't look good.
Averages weren't good. Nobody was hitting the ball. But
struggling. Going on to Murray State real quick.
Yep.
Dude, that was. I mean, they hit the crap out of the ball.
Yep.
I mean, I think they had 19 hits last. Was it last night? Yeah, I guess last night.
That's nuts. They didn't win, but we can put Little Rock in there as a winner.
Dude, Little Rock fought and
19, 20 hits last night.
Yeah.
And lost.
Which I don't know. If, did you watch that game?
I watched up until like the 7th.
Okay.
Whenever Jared Jones hit that home run.
Yeah, that's about the time
when
I
turned
kind of tuned out. But between those 2 games, that's the only time I watched Little Rock. Dude, their defense was impeccable.
Really good.
They had some of the best defense I think out of the whole tournament that I watched. But yeah, so you want to keep going or?
No, I got the losers.
Okay.
The SEC.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 of the 13 teams advanced. Vanderbilt's gone. Texas is gone. Ole Miss gone.
Mississippi State gone.
Who
else? Georgia. That was I was not expecting that in all honesty.
No.
Let's pull that up.
And then we can do Oregon the loser too.
Yeah, you had them and
there's no reason Ole Miss loses those games.
You said there's no reason Ole Miss loses those games?
They should have lost.
Yeah.
But the other team played better.
Oh, 100%.
In that state. So I mean.
So, looking at just overall SEC-wise, yeah, Ole Miss, loser, Mississippi State, loser, Oklahoma, loser, Florida,
Oklahoma
loser.
got destroyed.
Kentucky fought. They surprised me. Alabama, losers.
They drew a hard bracket. Southern Miss is always good. Miami is good.
Miami.
I don't know much about Columbia, but.
Bringing that up with Miami, though, they were one of those bubble teams looking in, trying to get into the tournament. And what do you know? They're in supers now, which that's going to be a fun matchup. I think outside of, obviously, Tennessee and Arkansas for me. I mean, that's 2 conference rivals going at it. So
the one I never saw coming was Vanderbilt. I thought that was an absolute lock.
Oh, dude, they're the first.
They might lose 1, maybe.
Yeah.
But not to get beat by Wright State almost twice, or did twice.
Well, they should have gotten. I mean, arguably, it was. I don't know if you watched it. There was a foul ball controversy. They ruled it a foul ball originally.
It looked foul. It looked foul.
It looked foul to me, but like I said, it's one of those things. It's like, how do you overturn it?
Yeah.
How do you not overturn it? You know, it's a 50-50 call. They went to the review, ruled it a home run. So, that's how they ended up winning that game. But I
was going on a tangent watching the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. Mm-hmm. And Wheels uploaded that video of them winning the SWAC.
Are you talking about that home
championship game? Yeah. Absolute nuts. So I was rooting for them.
I thought,
honestly, there was no way they were getting out of that bracket with Florida State in there.
Well, Northeastern had the most wins. I think it was the most wins in college baseball.
Yeah, 48.
If not, I think they had a 29-game win streak going in too.
So that was a hard place for them to be put in, but I was rooting for them.
I also want to say this too. Going on to the Corvallis Regional, Oregon State. There's a guy on Twitter. I'm not going to say his name. He probably knows who he is. TCU guy talking about how Tennessee's a fraudulent team.
Fraudulent.
And he was claiming like how he wanted TCU to be in Tennessee's regional because they were a fraudulent SEC team.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Well, look at TCU getting 0-2 in the regionals.
Yep. Bounced early.
That's karma for you. I hate to break it to you.
Yep.
That's karma.
We got a lot of karma.
A lot of karma.
Just jump right in it.
Do you want to jump into it?
We'll talk about Wake Forest and Tennessee and karma coming right back.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's jump into it. What do you got?
So
what do you got?
How
do we want to go about this? Is the key word here?
Obviously, we can't say what Tom Walter said, but
he said something.
He called him an F and F
Mm-hmm.
right before Fisher got up after Manny hit that 2-run shot, 3-run shot.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if Fisher said anything to him, but I doubt he did. He was just pumping up the crowd.
He looked like he was pumping up the crowd.
He was looking at the pitcher dead in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "You throw one down here, it's getting jacked." And then I guess
he said that, or you see
just the way he was looking.
Oh
at
yeah,
it, the death stare. But then Tom Walter decided to say some choice words, and
karma.
Then a 2-run shot happened,
Mm-hmm.
and the game was officially sealed right there.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody giving up in that Wake Forest dugout.
Yeah. They released. I don't know if you saw the statement they released.
He somewhat apologized.
Somewhat. Didn't officially apologize to Andrew Fisher, but
that's exactly what you need to apologize.
Exactly.
For. There's no place for this. Yeah, absolutely not. But you need to go apologize to the man that you called a bad word.
Mm-hmm. During the month of June.
Yeah,
too.
during the month of June, it's even
absurd.
worse.
It was absurd.
On the first day of June.
Second.
Oh,
second day.
Fine.
Second
he
day.
gave him 1 day without.
Yeah,
he probably said it in May too.
Yeah, honestly. I know you can jump into this too because it was kind of a bad weekend to be a head coach. There was some things going on the coastal Conway Regional. Do you have anything
I
to
didn't
say?
see anything about that. No.
No, about the certain head coach.
Oh, Kevin Sullivan.
Yeah.
About
names. We throw names out there.
Oh, we're dropping names.
Okay,
for sure. It's Florida. We're definitely dropping names.
All right.
But apparently, he was chewing out the grounds crew after their win against ECU,
Mm-hmm.
and he actually apologized in his Monday conference. But
yeah,
why are you chewing out the grounds crew guy?
It was from what I saw, it was a little bit of everything. It was grounds crew, associate AD, the site reps, and from what I got, it was like a little bit of everything because they moved the game back too. So
that's part of it.
Yeah, part of it. Was it you that sent me that they got into it?
Yeah,
the two head coaches got into it.
I was asking Graham about it. And he had Graham.
I didn't know about the two head coaches getting into it.
Yeah, apparently it was.
I saw the post game pressers or whatever. I didn't know that.
He was apparently Kevin Sullivan said, "Hey," he said, "F you. You can stick that whiteboard up your effing A."
Is this confirmed?
I don't know who he said it to, but it could be confirmed. The Florida fan page posted it, so.
Oh, Lord. Not a good look.
Those are some choice words.
Not a good
Kevin
look.
Sullivan. Nobody ever liked Sullivan,
No.
anyways. So
Plead the fifth on that one.
there's another karma for you.
Yeah.
They didn't make it out.
Nah. Which is honestly, I didn't see them getting out just by their. They were hot at the end of the year. Kevin O'Sullivan, I'll give him that. He always gets the boys going towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
But
And Florida's always a good program, so
Yeah.
I mean you can't count them out
yeah.
every single year. But
Looking at the supers bracket, besides the obvious, UTSA, Murray State, do you have any surprises? Like for me, I got Arizona. It's not a huge surprise. They jump out at me.
Yeah. I just think North Carolina's way too hot.
Dude, and they're
It's
pitching, which I got some notes on that, but they're pitching. They've got probably the best bullpen in the country, in my opinion. Arguably.
I thought Texas did, but
yeah,
not anymore.
arguably.
They'll be watching from the couch.
Yeah, but
The real UT made it through.
shout them out. Shout out the boys. A matchup that I'm looking forward to also is this LSU West Virginia matchup.
I've got West Virginia.
I got West Virginia, and I texted my cousin Tommy towards the beginning of the end of the season. When we're talking about regional, super regionals, I said West Virginia is going to be the team that I think is going to go. So
LSU does not look good in any aspect.
and I
Little Rock's not good.
I
You
agree
can't-
with you that, but you look at this. I'm not saying they had a cakewalk because Dallas Baptist was one of the better mid majors. They had a favorable bracket.
Yeah.
And Little Rock, I think they won 19 games in the regular season, from what I remember. And
24-32 is what it
Yeah,
says.
exactly. And they look like a good team. Give Little Rock all the credit. That Angel Cano guy, first baseman,
dog,
DAWG, dog. He might be getting picked up now in the draft.
Yes,
but going off of that, LSU. With all due respect, I agree with you. They didn't look the best,
but they're gonna find a way to turn it around.
Yeah, it's.
But West Virginia's not a bad team.
No,
so I mean, it's gonna be. Where's it?
It's in Baton Rouge.
Okay,
yeah, it's in Baton Rouge. So
they got that on their side. Baton Rouge crowd will be rowdy.
Yeah.
How do we feel about Arkansas?
Do we? Okay. You want me to start off?
Yeah, you got it.
You're probably not gonna like my answer, so you go ahead.
Yeah, I'll be the optimist here. I'm gonna be the guy that I think we take 2 out of this one. I do.
Okay.
You look at the pitching. In all seriousness, this is the best. Like Liam Doyle had his hiccups here and there, but you look at going into the tournament, the SEC tournament, regionals. Besides Liam Doyle, I feel like everyone's stepping up.
If you can just get the bats going behind Doyle, he's going to be unstoppable.
Exactly.
It's when everybody gets stale and striking out, grounding out. It's when Doyle doesn't play well.
Yeah.
You've got to get the bats behind him.
Now, I will say, last time Doyle faced Arkansas, they kind of had his number. So we'll see how that goes. Marcus Phillips got the game 1 win on that. Honestly, I expected us to win with Doyle on that.
Yes.
Second game, that didn't happen. But, I think the pitching has stepped up. That's why I'm taking Tennessee in that sense. I think the pitching stepped up. Now it depends on if the bats get going. So.
Watching Arvidsson throw
in the SEC tournament.
You were there.
And watching him throw
this past game. He's
11 Ks?
He's got to step up, and he has.
Yeah.
He just got to stay there.
You got A.J. Russell, too. He's looking good. I mean, short rest, 2 pitching outings, short rest, and
so you think
look good.
You think Doyle's Friday or Saturday?
I think it'll be Saturday.
Okay.
Another thing we got to look at is the Cannon Peoples ejection. So
that's
Stone,
only 1 game, right?
That's 1 game. Stone Lawless will be catching that.
I never even saw what happened. What did he argue a call or something?
From what Tony Vitello was saying in the post game, it seemed that Wake Forest's catcher, celebrated the strikeout. Peoples didn't like it, said something to him. That was a no-no, gone. So, I mean, honestly, I get it. It kind of gives me flashbacks to the Drew Gilbert ejection against Notre Dame. So
yeah, that one sucked.
Yeah, but then you look at you got Arkansas, I'm assuming.
I do.
Okay.
I just think they're so hot right now.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hard to beat them. Bats are hot.
You got Eloy. You got the Eloy brothers.
The shortstop's nasty.
Is that the leadoff guy?
I think he bats second.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Do you think Arkansas wins in 2 or 3?
3 if they win.
3.
It just all depends if Tennessee wants to bat like they did in the SEC tournament or if they want to bat like they did this past week.
Yeah. We'll just go over. We'll go to Auburn. Auburn, Coastal Carolina.
I got Auburn.
You got Auburn?
I do.
I got Auburn as well. You run down your full Omaha 8 first, and then we'll go.
I've got Miami, Louisville first.
Okay.
I've got Miami winning that.
Okay.
I've got Florida State, Oregon State. I've got Florida State.
Okay.
I've got North Carolina, Arizona. I've got North Carolina. Coastal Carolina versus Auburn. I've got Auburn. I've got the Roadrunners and UCLA at UCLA winning. Duke and Murray State, I got Duke. And then LSU, West Virginia, I've got West Virginia.
Okay.
And Tennessee, Arkansas, I've got Arkansas.
Okay. We had a little.
Maybe I'm doing some reverse psychology. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. So going down, same thing with me. I got Louisville over Miami. I got Oregon State over Florida State.
Okay.
And I got UNC over Arizona. This was a toss-up, okay? Because I wanted Coastal. I originally had Coastal.
I like Coastal, but
I got Auburn winning this one. And then UTSA as well.
And you got UTSA over UCLA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got UCLA.
You got UCLA?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We got a lot of contrast here.
Yes. I don't know a ton about either of them.
Yeah.
But
then I got Murray State over Duke.
If UTSA can do that to Texas, I mean, don't count them out.
Yeah. So I got Murray State over Duke, West Virginia over LSU, and then Tennessee over Arkansas. And this is I wanted Coastal in there. Personally, this was like The heart wanted me to put Coastal just because I was like,
I feel like
you got 3 mid-majors. One that's previously won a national championship. This is UTSA's first supers they've ever been to.
Yeah.
It's just, I feel like that's a team of destiny this year.
I don't know if there's one no-brainer.
No.
Maybe Murray State and Duke. Maybe.
You're saying no-brainer Murray State beats Duke?
I think Duke beats Murray State.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got the
But
opposite.
looking at all these records, I don't think.
No, this is going to be a
I
competitive
don't think there's
supers.
a gimme.
No, there's going to be a competitive supers.
I didn't know Coastal Carolina was 51-11.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to pick somebody right now, it has to be North Carolina.
To win it all?
Yes.
You're locking in UNC to win it all?
Yep.
Okay.
Throwing 100 on it.
Oh, wow.
Just kidding.
Oh,
not
wow.
doing that. Definitely not doing that.
I like that, though. I think the safest bets for me would be probably UNC and Arkansas now that we're talking about.
But
this Auburn team,
I think
dude.
I think I've got to change my. I gotta go. I think I'm changing my mind.
You're gonna go Coastal over Auburn?
Yeah. Yep.
See, you look at this Auburn team though; they can hit.
Yes.
That's the and like I said, it's one of those toss up. It's a toss up.
But I was like, I don't know. There's no gimmies. There's no team that's 50-win season. I mean, besides Coastal right now, but that's just dominated the whole year.
So I'm saying Arkansas had their slip ups. LSU had their slip ups. Just from the SEC standpoint.
But if you asked me before the regionals even started, I would have said Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Or Texas.
Yeah.
But now they're both out. So then it's just like, I got to get back in the lab. I got to figure out. I got to start checking stat sheets.
Yeah. I saw. Now, here's another topic I saw about the SEC as a whole. So this wasn't my words. This was someone else's. But the SEC was overrated and undeserving. Do you think that's the truth in that? As in, like, who got in?
I don't think we can say.
Because here's my thing is, before the regional started, okay, and Kentucky shut me up, I looked at Kentucky as a team that got in, and I'm like, why are they in? Even though they beat us.
Yeah.
They won a lot of games in the SEC, but you look at that Troy team, which I was high on, that UConn team I was high on, and they put Kentucky in. Now, like I said, they shut me up. They got to the championship and the regionals. That just goes to show, I think, that, they were a deserving team to be in.
I think we can agree on the overrated part.
Yeah.
Undeserving, no, because SEC sports are, I would say, number one in competitiveness and stuff like that. But it's like,
you look at this
overrated,
Oklahoma against UNC, dude. I mean, they played UNC pretty well. You know, they were. They were
in that game Monday.
Well. Besides that game. Besides that game.
That's when you put the run roll in effect and end it early.
Yeah.
And Vanderbilt has no excuse. R.J. Austin, there's no way that he is 1 for 11.
He had a rough.
In regionals.
He had a rough regional, dude. And then.
And I like Vanderbilt. I like watching their games.
I hate him.
I
hate everything about Vanderbilt. I hate the Whistler.
Oh, God, yeah.
He's probably a great guy outside.
No, I forgot about him.
He's a great guy. He's probably a great guy outside of college baseball.
Who's the other guy? They got into it that one game.
With Tennessee?
No, it's another fan base. He does the same kind of thing. God, I don't know what team he's for, though.
Is he a Barstool guy? Is it Mincy?
I don't know. Now that I think about it, I'm glad Vanderbilt lost. Because I remember, you can always hear him in the background whenever they're playing.
I have.
But now that I remember that he's in the stands doing that every single pitch.
I've got, like, PTSD, dude. Just growing up, my dad, like, we'd throw it on, like, baseball on. And I'd be, like, asleep on the couch, and I still hear that whistling in the back of my head.
I wonder how long he's been doing that.
Dude, I think, like, 30 years. I think it's been, let's see. Oh, there's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them.
No.
Jeff Pack and Preacher Franklin, shout him out.
We're dropping names on the Vandy Whistler.
See, now I feel bad that name dropped him. But, hey.
No, he deserves it.
It was, oh, no, here it is. Pack was sucker punched by a Mississippi State fan after a game years ago, and an Ole Miss fan smacked him at the 2017 SEC tournament.
No, but it was recent, and I
Franklin
think Vandy
said-
Whistler was sitting at the front row. I guess it was Mincy that went up to him.
It was. I
He's
think
like,
it was
There's no place for this.
It definitely was Mincy, dude. I wonder if we could clip that. I don't know if I've told you this story. Me and Chad were talking about this last night about the Vandy Whistler, or I guess it wasn't the Vandy Whistler, but Vanderbilt in general. I don't know if it's like this anymore, okay? Because it's been a couple years since we were there when this happened, but it was Ole Miss was playing Vanderbilt the next day, okay? We were in the elevator. Ole Miss fan was, like, I'm not going to say word for word what he said, but he was like, might as well pack up and go home because Jack Leiter's on the mound, They come out and freaking shell Jack Leiter. And I do remember this vividly it was cool because, at the SEC tournament, you've got all different fan bases there. So Ole Miss and Vanderbilt was playing. Can't say much about, like, LSU or Mississippi State, but that place was so loud against Vanderbilt. It was like almost
Good.
everybody had come together against Vanderbilt.
Good.
I don't know if that's still the same thing. As a Tennessee fan,
I would
they
support
probably hate us more than Vanderbilt at this point.
Yes.
But that was fun. And off that note, I'm going to say this too because I was watching it last night. Especially if Doyle, his maniac psychoness.
Yes.
Thank you, Ole Miss, for Liam Doyle and Andrew
course.
Fisher as well. But I'm sitting here watching this game, and I was like, man, we really are a bunch of douchebags.
Yes.
Yeah, after all the years, all the teams we've had, you got Drew Gilbert, Jordan Beck flipping off the ball apparently,
yes.
not the center fielder, he was flipping off the ball.
He would never do that.
But last night I was watching that game, and Andrew Fisher's up there, doing his thing, and then Liam Doyle comes up, and he's just like chirping at them, he's yelling at them, he's striking them out, doing his thing, and I'm like, man, we are a bunch of douchebags.
But that's part of it, right? That you have to do that. You have to establish your dominance. At the end of the day, he is controlling the game. He's controlling the ball.
He is.
So, he has full control of what he wants to do, too.
Yeah.
I agree with it.
Now, I did see this. This was someone else who was a Georgia fan. I'll read his. I'm not going to shout him out. I don't know if he wants me to, but he said, my philosophy is that it's fine as long as you win. Georgia did it, and they did not win. Therefore, I hate it. LMAO. He's a Georgia fan.
What?
Georgia was apparently a bunch of douchebags. I didn't get to watch many of those games.
How about some hypocrites over there?
I know that I heard they did a couple bat flips early on against Oklahoma State, and then they blew that game.
Was that the one that he hit one first, got in trouble for it, and then the second one he just put it down? Was that a Georgia player?
I think probably.
Yeah, he got in trouble. He looked at the dugout and just flipped it.
Oh, it was the Oklahoma. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And then he got in trouble. And the second time he hit another home run, and then he just kind of put the bat down so he didn't get in trouble.
Yeah, that's a tough pick.
Wonder how that guy's doing.
Huh?
Wonder how Matt's doing.
Yeah, hope he's doing well.
Yep. Matt's not here because he's in trooper school.
Shout him out. He's doing state. Yeah.
Highway patrol.
He's gonna be police in the streets now.
But 17 long weeks.
Is it 17? I thought it was. All right, that's all I got.
Other than that,
My name is Chase Roberts.
Jackson Stone.
Thanks for watching.
Go
Appreciate
Balls.
it.